Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some new cards coming out in Dimension Force, as well as looking at some new stuff for new news on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel game that's set to release, I believe, this year. But let's go and kick it off with some of the newer cards. So we're going to start off with Light Maw Medium. This is a level 2 light fairy effect monster with 400 attack and 300 defense points. It looks like it's going to be also a fairy monster, and its effect reads: once per turn at the start of your opponent's battle phase, you can target any number of attack position monsters your opponent controls. During this turn, while this card is in your monster zone, those monsters must attack this card if able. The second part of the effect is: once per turn, when attack is declared in a battle between this card and attack position monster your opponent controls, you can negate the attack, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half that monster's original attack. Okay, that could be kind of interesting. I was thinking, like, if you do equip it with, like, let's say Moon Mirror Shield, or like you honest it, yeah, it could be viable, but more than likely, because it's only going to be activating during the battle phase, your opponent would get rid of it before that, whether pop it, destroy it, bounce it back to your hand. I don't know about this card. Apparently this card, it was from Duel Monsters 4 for the Game Boy. It never really came out, but let me know, guys, what you think of this. I just don't see a point really of this card existing for the most part, other than some more cheesier ways to win in Yu-Gi-Oh! But next up we have, was that P.O the Sylvan Dancer over here. Looks like it's a new Link monster. This card looks cool. I like the artwork of the grapes with her, like, aesthetic over here. Pretty cool. Anyways, P.O the Sylvan Dancer, P.O the Sylvan Dancer is a wind plant link effect. 1200 attack. Link zones are going to be in the bottom left, bottom right. It's a link 2, and it requires 2 plant monsters to summon. It says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of the effect is: if this card is link summoned, you can activate up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. You can special summon up to 2 activated plant monsters, but they cannot be used as link material. Also send the rest to the graveyard. The second part is you can target 1 plant monster in your graveyard that has a level. The levels will all face up monsters this card points to become that monsters until the end of this turn. Okay, that's pretty good for any, like, variants of Exceed Summon. I think that that's what it wants us to, because they can't be used as link material, or I guess you can synchro with them, and because you can change the levels, that could be good for synchros as well. So this is actually, like, it's almost plant synchro support. I mean, activating 3 cards and special summon up to 2 of them that have to be plant monsters. That is actually a pretty good, you know, effect for Sylvans. I mean, it's a Sylvan card. Very good stuff. Will it make him tier 1? I mean, it's an easy summon condition too. But it only gets this effect when it's link summoned, and since I'm guessing you could only use the first and second effects of this card's name each one's turn. Okay, still a very, very good card though. I'm not sure if it's going to take them up to, like, S tier or what. There's also a quick announcement for another Yu-Gi-Oh news, which is the Lost Art promotion. So it's not officially confirmed, but it's in the database, so more than likely this will be coming out. So this is the Parasite. Parasite, if you guys didn't know, the difference in artwork is huge. They've been really nailing it super hard on giving us the cards that I think we really want. Like, this card looks so cool in the Japanese variant. So obviously in the English one we just get the Parasite, but in the Japanese it's like going through the guy's face. That's really hardcore, and it was censored, so we're gonna get, like, in the uncensored version. Now this is actually other big news for Master Duels. Let's go ahead and hop into it, because there's a lot of cool things. One thing that I didn't see over here in this article by organizations, big shout out to them as well, is that we can actually see number of cards dismantled and number of cards card crafts generated. So this game, as far as I'm aware of, it's still going to be a free-to-play game that you can even, you'll see some of the other screenshots that show off more of things. But I really like the idea of dismantling cards and then like, crafting cards. Some games, I don't know if you guys, shoutouts to you guys if you guys remember that card game called Duelist, which allowed you to, basically, it was like, if you dismantled 3 cards, you can make any card that you want in the same rarity. Now, if any of you guys have played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I believe it was gold, but, like, you could only buy so much. Here's what I really am hoping with this, and I'm curious to know how you guys feel about this. I'm hoping that we can craft whatever card we want to in the entire game, for the most part, unless it's, like, maybe like a prize card. I could maybe understand that, but I want to be able to dismantle everything and craft everything off of the same material. I don't want it to be like, oh, you can only craft this card with, you know, this special material, because those are going to be the good cards more than likely. You know, short print, secret rare, confirmed, right? But I don't know. That's the way I see it. But on top of that, they showed off this other screenshot, which is pretty cool. So Interesting enough, I guess this is going to be some new type of platform. I don't know if they're going to try to compete with Twitch, but this is where it gets a little bit crazy. So you have followers built into the, like, I guess, app, but then you could also have these, like, I guess, tags, or like what you want to do. This guy is like a fan of the anime. He's a TCG player. He likes relaxed play and casual play. So I'm not sure if like this has anything to do with other than just putting like some kind of text on the screen. But I'm wondering if you could only select so many, and that would be like how you are put into like a card pool. Like you put casual, relaxed play, but then you're playing like the tier 1 decks. There are people that do that, just say like fun decks only, but they play meta, but they want you to play like the casual deck. I don't know if that is going to be something that people will try to do. But on top of that, we have a new interface over here, and obviously it's all in English, which is nice. Let me actually zoom out just a little bit. So there's a menu, there's notifications, missions, gift box, friend, sub menu. Now what I'm thinking could be cool is if you can give your cards to other players. That would be really cool to open up like a trade menu. Will they ever do it? I don't know, but this is something that they're doing that's really big. I mean, they have followers built in, and then you can watch duels live. This is going to be insane. I don't know if it's going to be competing with Twitch, or if it's just like you click on it and it goes to a Twitch extension of the person's Twitch, but then that would be really strange, because then people could be like streaming like completely, you know, like not family friendly Christian stuff. So I don't know how I feel about this if it's not just built into the app. Now, the one thing with like the duel live is that just watching someone's duel without like cam and stuff, but since you're building a following, that's going to be interesting too. Like I'm curious to know where they want to take this, because this is going to something way bigger than I initially thought. But I'm curious to know, what do you guys think this gift box is? Do you guys think that that's just going to be like, you know, in Fortnite and other games, you can buy skins for your friends, like you can gift a skin? Is that something that you guys think that's going to do, or do you guys think we're going to actually be able to trade cards? Because, for example, for me, like, there are some archetypes that, like, I really just don't have any interest in, and if I unlock it, I could be like, hey, you know, my friend, you want these cards? I don't need them. Or if I already have 3 copies of the card, can I give them to my friend or dismantle them for extra currency? Because if you can dismantle everything, then I don't know if people will be actually gifting stuff out. I think a lot of people will just be like, you know, smashing it down to get the other currency. There's also a new profile like banner. You can change your icon. I expected this kind of thing is not that big a deal, but I'm just trying to show you guys as much new features and newer news on this game as possible. You can also have like a title, and it has a mate. I think that that's like, you get basically like a little like thing that interacts on the field. It probably shouldn't be affecting gameplay. I don't know if this is going to be something that would be more along the lines of the deck master duels, which is something I'm way more interested in. But anyways, there's also a screen over here where you can change your titles, which I showed before. So you can see like you can remove some, and you can see that you can select quick play, casual. I don't know if this is for the modes, but then there's like just follow me. They do not neglect the selection of your title. Oh, don't neglect your selection of your titles. Again, I don't know what the point of this is really, other than like, I know there's people that are going to be like beginner duelist, where is it? Fan of the anime, casual, relaxed play, and then they're going to be playing like Tri Brigade, Lyrical Lucid. Like, they're going to be playing all the meta stuff. I guarantee there's going to be people that do that. What's the point of it? I don't know. But this is actually pretty big too. They are actually enabling a replay feature. Like, they are taking all the features from the newer Yu-Gi-Oh games like Omega, Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, and they're all implementing these in. Now, there's also this screen over here, which I already showed you guys. It shows you like basically like your login time played. It's, I guess, a way for you guys to like kind of flex on other players. Number of like standard duels. So the modes in here, you can see standard duels, and there's number of like basically times you've played, and then how many you win, and then most consecutive standard duel wins. I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of, because they say standard, I'm guessing there's ranked as well. So this is going to be pretty cool to see as well. Now you can obviously be able to see the win-loss ratio. And then the next video is announced discussing solo mode. So in 4 days, we're going to have a big update basically showing off some of the newer features in Master Duels. But let me know, guys, what you think of this, because this is really big news. This is supposed to be like the Yu-Gi-Oh game that I think we've been waiting for a very long time. But anyways, like I said, January 5th, they're going to be doing some big update, and I'll give you guys like the too long, didn't watch version, because some of these streams are like 4 hours long. I'll try to cover it in like a short condensed like 5-10 minute video. But anyways, if you guys do want to see this big announcement on the 5th, make sure you guys, if you guys aren't already subscribed, so you don't miss out on it, hit subscribe, turn that bell if you're new here, and you'll definitely see it as soon as it comes out. But take care. Let me know your guys' thoughts on whatever we talked about down below, and I'll catch you in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.